Howdy, everybody. We want to welcome you to another installment of Three
Guys
Eating. Where the heck is Caleb?
I don't know, but we got to get going because we got our sponsor,
This is true. So, without further ado, I guess, Caleb, I don't know where he went, but let's have a word from our sponsors.
What the heck, guys?
Okay, so Caleb has now joined us. We'd like to thank Daryl Sheffield and the folks at Riley Funeral Home, Woodville, Texas, 913 US 190. Give them a call, 409-283-8131, and talk to Bradley or Melissa and let them help you out with your pre-needs and end of life care. So anyway, man, let's get on with it.
We're here at Murray's Quick Stop in Colmesneil, Texas, and we're going to be trying out their home style as well as their, what is this burger called? It's a new concoction, Gremlin Burger, which it's a pretty interesting variation of some Memphis barbecue. So should be pretty interesting. But we're going to start off with the home style, so let's get these bad boys weighed up, and then we'll get right to it. Now that we got them weighed up, we're going to start with the home style and our first bite impressions. So let's get to it. I'm going to tell you right now, that one was hard to put down.
So let's do our first bite impression. We're going to start out with texture. Just looking at it, you can kind of see the texture of it. There's not grease running off of it. The vegetables are fresh. There's just the right amount of crunch on the bun. It's toasted well. I'm going to do something I have not done yet. I'm going to give this a 5.
I'm going to give it a 4. I think it was great texture. I did initially give it a 5. Had to sit back and think a little bit. Bottom bun was a little bit soggy. I know it was because we waited a little bit to get our other specialty before we started. But for that reason alone is why it's getting a 4. Otherwise, it would have got a 5. So 4 for me.
I'm going to have to go with a 5 on this one for texture. And I vacillated between a 4 and a 5 on this because, yeah, it did sit for a while, and there was a little sogginess like Caleb was saying. Hey, now. But the rest of us have got to eat another bite. What's up with that? But be that as it may, I'm all about that crunch and the taste of the meat. I mean, there's a great cook on this particular patty, and it's got that nice little kind of char that's just amazing, and then the crunch of the onion, super fresh veggies, good crunchy onions. So I'm going with a 5 texture.
So I'll start us off with taste. Taste, I'm giving it a 5. It's hard to beat this kind of home style burger. He actually did a lot of really special stuff back there that I couldn't reveal, kind of like one of the last episodes we did, but for good reason. It's delicious and evenly cooked through, so definitely right amount of everything. Taste was awesome. So
I think I'll agree with Caleb on this one as a 5. Its taste was really, really good. It's not as highly seasoned as some, but just the taste of the meat really shines through with the blend of vegetables. So I'm gonna go with a 5.
I'm sticking with that too. A 5 for me as well. So I guess 5's all around. Typically, I like the red onion, but they're using white onions, and it's strong, but man, so good. So 5 for taste. I mean, that taste of the beef and that onion together and the cheese melted on there, man. And as far as the overall impression of this burger goes, I think this might be the first time this has happened. This is the third 5 in a row category-wise. I'm going to give it a 5 overall. When it came out, I mean, everything looks perfect about this burger. The toast on the bun just looked great, and food carries great memories with it. I mean, when you have a good burger or great enchiladas, great tacos, you remember it. And sometimes you have a parallel experience. Like, to me, this reminds me of burgers that came from this place down in Central Texas, the Blanco Bowling Club, which an old friend of mine, he's no longer with us, he was all about the burgers from that place. It was a bowling alley with a bar in it, and the burgers were amazing. And I finally made it down one time to get one, and this burger reminds me a lot of the burgers at the Blanco Bowling Club. So, yeah, the way it's presented, the taste, everything. So, overall, a 5.
Okay. Overall, I'm I'm gonna go with you, Chris. That's a 5. And honestly, with the homestyle burgers, there's not been a lot of differentiation throughout this entire time. This is our 13th episode, folks. We have eaten a lot of burgers, and I will say we really haven't had a bad burger in Tyler County. The burgers it reminds me of is the pig stand in Beaumont. Oh, yeah. You got 5 burgers for $1. That's right. You're old. I'm old and you're young.
Old, you're old.
I'm old and you're young. But so it was kind of cool. But it does. It kind of evokes that memory. And overall, really good burger.
It's funny you say that because you can barely get one burger for $5 now.
No doubt.
I'm gonna go with the 5 for overall. The way that he cooked this, how clean everything was, overall was it was awesome. So for me, definitely a 5. And just, going back there and filming everything, you get to see how all these cooks make their burgers. And his was definitely one of my favorite styles of how they do it. So definitely a 5 for me. All right, since these guys got their mouths full, I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to start this next burger. And it's called the Gremlin. And it looks delicious. I'm not a huge fan of coleslaw, so I'll just let everybody know now. I didn't get any coleslaw on mine. So it's on the other table. I don't want y'all to start without me again, though. So
I didn't start last time.
let me go grab that real quick.
Stuck it in his mouth. Let's take our first bite. 1, 2, 3.
You know, I was joking, right? I'm mayonnaise all over your face.
Oh, yeah.
We have a historic first here. Murray's been open for a couple of months now, and he's been working hard to develop a specialty burger to add to his already solid range of offerings. And he has the Gremlin here, and we are the first to try it here on Three Guys Eating. This one's interesting to me because most of the specialty burgers we've tried so far in all 12, now 13 episodes of this that we've done or are doing emphasize heat more than anything else, but this one's more of a mixture of sweet and smoky. And texture-wise, I'm giving this one a 5. This one's got so many layers upon layers, worked so well together. You've got the kind of the juiciness of the pork. It's got a layer of pulled pork, and who doesn't like pulled pork now? And then you've got the coleslaw on top of that. Little kind of North Carolina variant, Tennessee kind of thing, but it works here in East Texas as well. And you've got the crunchy French's onion strips on it. And then, of course, the patty, and a really great cook on that patty. So, texture, I'm giving this a 5.
If I could stop giggling at my own jokes, I'll answer. So, for texture for me, I'm giving it a 4.
Because he left the coleslaw off.
I'll take a very tiny bite, man, but I'm not a big fan of coleslaw at all. You can ask anybody that knows me. Mushrooms, mayonnaise. I mean, coleslaw is mayonnaise based, so I just can't do it, man. So, I don't know what it was about it, but I liked it. The burger. It was good. Good texture. 4 for me.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go, Chris, because one, Caleb just missed the coleslaw. Let's just face it, and that really adds to the texture because you get a little bit of the crunch. So that's gonna be a 5. And taste-wise, the Gremlin has the little devil's in the details with the Gremlins, and you don't want to put them in water because they turn bad. But
Oh yeah.
But
they multiplied when you put them in water.
oh, they do. They multiply and they get evil. So, but taste-wise, the Gremlin is just really that smoky, that sweet, that just
It's feeding them after midnight and makes them multiply.
little bit.
Right? We gotta figure this.
We got to figure this out on the Gremlins.
That's gonna bother me. If you know, put it in the comments.
If you know what it is that makes them multiply, put it in the comments. We know that the water makes them bad. We're not sure about when you feed them, but I think it's after midnight. I think you're right on that. But if you watch Gremlins, y'all put it down in the comments. Poll here, is Gremlins a Christmas movie? Put that in the comments as well. Talk it amongst yourselves. Talk it in the house. I know y'all seen Gremlins. It's a cool movie. The taste of this thing, I'm going to go with a 5. So,
Well, now that I'm distracted by old classic Spielberg movies from the 80s, over here. I'm trying to get back into and it's hard to deviate from just thinking about how good this burger tastes, but somehow Gremlins did it. But then again, the name of the burger is the Gremlin, so I'm giving this a 5 for full circle, man. Everything's circular motion. I'm giving this one a 5 as well. From taste, I'm loving. Of course, I love coleslaw. I love pulled pork. And those things, man, just nobody around here is doing this kind of burger. It's different, so, and it's different is good. Isn't that an old Arby's slogan? So 5.
I am giving this one a 5. I thought the taste was great without the coleslaw. So even if you want to come over here and get some barbecue, like this barbecue burger, man, it's good, even without the coleslaw. So 5 from me. I guess overall impression, I'm giving it a 5 too, because for the same reasons Chris said just a second ago, it's very unique. Nobody's doing this, at least that we know of. If you are, why aren't you on Three Guys Eating yet? I don't know. But yeah, 5 for me. It was a great burger. So, and I'll try some of this here in a second. Y'all get a slow motion of me watching me die.
I'm going to give that a 5 as well on the Gremlin for the overall impression. It's a really well done burger. It is extremely unique in the area.
I vacillated on the overall category on this one between a 4 and a 5 because, and the reason why I was just kind of between those two is because this is a great burger, but it is a little sloppy. I mean, there's a lot of things that were falling off of it, but hey, if you got a fork, that's just more to go with. But I think I'm going to go ahead and split the difference and give it a 5 because, man, that taste is just, I mean, everything about it just works for me. It far outweighs any kind of coleslaw or pork that's falling off, and it's a 5, yeah.
We're going to tally up these numbers, and we're going to eat these burgers, and then we'll come back and we'll give you all the final numbers. So stay tuned, don't go away.
We did all our great calculations, calculus, all that other good stuff, and since Caleb, almost threw up when he made the coleslaw, I'm going to go ahead and do the overall. Our tallies on the homestyle burger, we came out with a 4.13 average. Not bad at all. In fact, I think that's right up real close to the top of the homestyle burgers. I can't remember, but it's pretty close. Really good burger. Guarantee you'll like that. And on the specialty burger, we also have a 4.13. And I think that might be the first time we've had the exact same average on both burgers. But the Gremlin was really good. The price and the weight did it in just a little bit on the overall. So, folks, remember whenever you go out and try these things, a lot of times what our averages are sometimes are affected very much by the price or the weight. And the subjective stuff, this one was right up there because, as you know, we did pretty close to a 5 straight across the board. So that was really good. And want to give another shout out real quick to Riley Funeral Home. We want to thank them for sponsoring us out on US 190 West in Woodville, Texas. 409-283-8131. Give Bradley and Melissa a call and let them help you out with your funeral needs.
Again, that's 409-283-8131. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you guys next time on another exciting installment of Three
Guys
Eating.
Y'all be good.